fucking die!
That's wild. That is a statue where people grope it. It's a statue of a woman, and people grope it for good luck. But mainly men, obviously. I came across this video earlier today, and it made me start to look into this, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. This phenomena, like, there's something wrong with us, bro. Like, seriously. There's a mass psychosis going on, like, men suffer from. It's wild.
Didn't I do it for you?
That is the statue of Shakespeare's Juliet as a 13-year-old child. And the tradition of groping her for good luck is one that will never cease to disgust me. This is why, as the comments in that video say, we choose the bear. Because even as statues, women and girls are not safe from the eyes and hands of predatory men. And most of those men are just normal men, and they see nothing wrong with that. And the discoloration of that statue from all of the hands that have touched her.
Wicked work. Where do we go from here? Like, the deeper I get into this stuff, the more I just see how fucked up men are, how weird this shit is. Like, it's just so weird, man. It's so depraved. And the thing that annoys me the most, and it pisses me off to no end, is how when I talk about this with men, no, not me, it ain't me. I don't know nobody that would do this. I ain't ever did. It's you, bro. It's you. We probably all done this as little kids or something like this, came across a statue of a woman and touched it inappropriately, or, touched a doll like something, right? Which I guess a doll would make more sense, but oh man, this shit is depressing. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I'm just very, like, disappointed and turned off by the whole thing. And I'm starting to, I don't know where to begin. I feel like the more I dig, the deeper the hole gets, and the more I feel like I can't get out of it, right? Because I'm trying really hard to get some footing for myself and to help other men find footing, but it's like every time I feel like I'm getting a grasp, I see something like this. Like, I don't know. This is nuts. This is just crazy. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
So a bunch of men kept groping a statue, and when the artist called them out, they gave an apology that made it so much worse. And make sure to check out the F the Nice Guy podcast. So this is Flora, a statue made by Rory Macbeth. Rory is an artist from the UK, and when he started putting this statue out at multiple locations, he noticed something horrifying. When he started exhibiting the sculpture in the city centers, it was plagued by men who constantly groped and molested it. Now, he happened to be present when some of the men were groping and molesting his statue, and when he called them out, they apologized. And they said, "I'm sorry, I thought it was real." I want you to think about that for a second. These men thought that Flora was actually a woman painted to look like a statue. So of course, they immediately began to grope the statue. Multiple men tried to kiss the statue. They screamed obscenities at the statue because they believed it was a real woman in there. They believed they were kissing and groping and molesting a real woman. And they genuinely apologized to him when he pointed out it was a statue. Because they have more respect for an item made by a man than they do for a real live woman. Now, of course, molesting statues isn't anything new. Here's a photo of a statue where men have so often molested it that it's taken off the discoloration. Which is crazy to think some of the most historical and influential women who actually get to the point that they're being memorialized in honors are still being groped by men.
It's outright disturbing. And like I said, as a man, I'm sure that there are a lot of women that's like, yeah, no duh, or like, oh, I could see that. Like, but for me, when I come across stuff like this, I am shocked. I'm like, how, why, where, what, who, when, like all the W's. Like, I just can't seem to get to the bottom of it. And there are certain things about the patriarchy that I can explain, right? I get it. But the depths in which that men objectify women is something that I don't I can't wrap my brain around. I haven't been able to completely wrap my brain around it. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to, right? Because I think if I was able to do that, if I were ever able to do that, it would kind of be like, I feel like I would be able to completely understand the plight of women. Like if I can completely wrap my brain around how far men go to objectify women, right? Then I feel like at that point, I know all there is to know. And I don't think I'll ever actually reach that point. I know women understand that. But because I'm saying these types of things they will come up and there will be so many things that I'm like, I did not know men were that fucking crazy. Like men humping on like animals, turtles and shit like that, and iguanas and shit. These are things that I'm like, what? Huh? The fuck is going on? That's disgusting. Okay. Men talking about they can't wait to, have a robot. I don't know. I mean, a fleshlight is close. I don't judge women who get roses, but I'm just like the way that they're like, oh, this will replace a woman. How can an object replace a woman? I don't understand that unless you think of women as objects, right? Men groping statues to the point that a dark, a dark statue turns into a fucking bright copper or bright bronze statue. Like, that's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. I don't get that part. Like, there's certain things I get. I can wrap my brain around. There's certain things I'm like, oh, I know. I could follow that. Even if I've never come across it, I could kind of extrapolate certain things and be like, let's play this out. Okay, I see where we're going here. In the most extreme examples, that's what this would look like. What the fuck is this? What is this stuff? So this is what they were doing to the statue. This is like the actual statue or one of the statues that the guys putting around the city. It looks lifelike. It's wax. It shit looks incredible, right? Like, he did a really good job on it. And this is what these men are choosing to do. This is not that bad. I didn't want to put like some other shit up here, but just to get an idea of how disrespectful they are.
It is fabulous, isn't it?
They think this is a real woman. That's what I want you guys to understand. They think this is a real woman.
It is fabulous, isn't it? Oh no, be very, very careful.
Like, why would you do that? You think that's a real person? Interesting. Another example. Look at what the men are doing. Look at what the men are doing. This is in broad daylight. Like, you, no shame. Grown ass, old ass man.
Watch this. Cuddle man touching Malone stick. Huh? Where are you? Yeah. Oh, good. Lucky. Cheers. I'm finding something mysterious. Is it the Malone effect? What did he find? Did it ever happen to you?
No, it's not good luck. He was just being a fucking weirdo. And that's what men do. I mean, This shit is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't even have. I can't even say anything about it. This is wild. I'm like really shocked by all of this. This is crazy. This is some weird shit, man. This is